trip behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello everybody, it's Palm Mash TV time once again. Glad that you could join us again today for another awesome interview. And we'll get to that in just a minute, but don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell right below you there on YouTube, and you're always going to get the latest interviews whenever they become available. And check out our comment section, leave a comment there, and check out one of them because we're going to have links to our caps and t-shirts. So I hope you take advantage of that. And check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/PalmMashTV. Feel free to like the page, inbox us, comment everything you see. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you want to email us, you can email us at palmmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And it's definitely for our bands and solo artists who want to be on the show. But if you're a fan as well, use that same email address. We'd love to hear from you. And check out Palm Mash TV every Wednesday at 6 o'clock Central on Roku channel Smile World TV. And one of my shows will be on there, and I hope you'll do that. And check out my official web address at www.1mikemusic, that's the number 1, mikemusic.net/PalmMashTV. And we'll recap all this for you at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. In a moment, we're going to have Bryan Shoemaker. He's from a band called Skuve, and he's from Frankfort, Kentucky. But there's a couple other band members that couldn't make it, but they're from Sweden as well as England. And he's going to talk to us about the band, and I'm sure you'll like the song at the end of the interview. And we'll get to that in just a moment, but here's another quick word from Click Jam. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Okay, here we are with interview time again, and from the band Skuve, we have Bryan Shoemaker from Frankfort, Kentucky. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
And there's a couple other band members that couldn't make. One is from England, one's from Sweden, but obviously we decided to talk with the American in the group. So. So tell us a little bit about how it started for you as far as being an artist goes. We'd love to hear it.
Well, it started a long time ago. I was a kid. I started writing at about 14, and we got together with a few people in Maryland where I grew up. We had a little basement band, and we played a couple of gigs, but then it just kind of went our own way. I put it on the shelf for a while, and right around 2007, I got back into writing because I took a job driving a tractor trailer over the road. So I decided to spend my time writing instead of getting in trouble at night.
Okay, well, that's a pretty good story, I guess. Why don't you tell us about some of the influences in your life that influenced you in your songwriting and whatever?
Probably the biggest influence would be Chris Christopherson. I grew up listening to stuff, old country like Johnny Cash, Johnny Horton. My mother and father had an old record player. They would play those old LPs on. But when I moved to, we moved to Maryland when I was 9, and I started getting into all kinds of different music. My brother was in Okinawa at the time in the Army, and he came back and turned me on to the Beatles, the Beach Boys, and then along about in the mid-70s when the country music craze started again, started listening, listening to a lot of rebel country, Willie Nelson, Waylon, those guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and those are obviously legends for sure, and I can see why you picked them. Well, where can we find your music? I'm sure it's all streaming, but sometimes there's physical copies out there too. And if you have some of those, you can let us know as well.
Yeah, it's streaming on all the major platforms. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, I believe. Also, you can find us. Our links are on Facebook, and just Google the word Skuve, Skuve.
Mm-hmm.
Find our videos on YouTube.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody get to those streaming platforms and download Skuve's music. I'm sure Bryan and the rest of the band would enjoy that. And speaking of music, I guess we got a music video from you guys. Can you tell us the title of it and what it's about? And maybe there's a story behind it as well.
Yeah, it's called "This Is Life." I wrote it a few years back about a friend of mine who was sick, and it has to do with the way society views illnesses, especially if they're society's outcasts, AIDS, alcoholism, things like that. So I wrote this lyric about a good friend of mine who was dying from AIDS, and thought I would make it a tribute.
Okay. Yeah, it is a pretty good song, and I'm sure everybody out there will agree with you as well. And we'll get to that in just a moment. But thanks a lot, Bryan, for coming on the show. Maybe one of you guys will be back again in the future to talk about something new, and maybe you can plug that for us.
Thanks for having me, Paul. It's great to be here.
Yeah, no problem. And here's This Is Life by Skuve right here on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
People walking through the city, looking down from a penthouse view. They all look the same from up here, just one big human stew. When my feet are on the ground, it feels like I'm in a different world. All the places and the phases, spinning round in a cosmic world. Oh no, here we go again. Oh no, I wonder where I've been. Oh no, resting on a spike could be the last time around. So this is life. I walk down to the corner drugstore to get my prescription filled. The man behind the counter hesitates